Well, I can tell you this. Thank God I used my Satan gun on this pearl, okay? It doesn't look like it, but this is white pearl. Now, this is a 3-stage paint job. Look what we got here. Look at this. Do you see the filters? Look at that. That's the paint out of the air going into the filters. Look behind where I just hit it. What color is that?
Yeah.
That's a lot of paint. So we get this hail job in. They should have totaled this piece of shit out anyway. This thing was beyond repair. Am I right or wrong?
It's very
all right.
bad.
I go to fix the roof, and I'm telling Minnie, I don't know if this is going to happen or not. So we got this car, and this car should have never been repaired in the first place. The whole roof was crushed in. We had this whole quarter panel, this whole area right here was crushed in. Remember that?
Yeah.
It looks like somebody took a hammer, a sledgehammer, bashed it in. We had dents all over this door. This whole pillar right here was completely flattened out and crushed in. Where else are we looking at? This didn't have any dents on it, but we had to paint it because the bumper cover was cracked from hail. Here's a little story for everybody out there that is thinking about doing paint and body work or trying to make a living at it, which there's really not even a question of should I open my own shop anymore, because in today's society and the world we live in now, the corporations have basically taken over paint and body shops. Now, if you just happen to live in a little small town and you don't have the corporation moving in yet, then you're lucky. Because if you live in a big city like Dallas, Texas, it's very, very hard to get into this business right here. And what I'm doing is, this is a job that's basically related to the collision world. And when I say that, it's because it's a brand new car and we're not restoring the car. What we're doing is repairing it. And I am basically in the process of spot priming this car. Now, what happened to this car is it had hail damage. It had a lot of hail damage on it. You can kind of see on the hood here where I was going to fix the hood, you can kind of see how the hail rolled around here. And I started to repair that dent over there because we were trying to save the owner the deductible on his insurance claim. But the way that this was crushed so hard, you can see where I pulled it out with my dent puller and messed with it, but the hail kind of rode down this way. And the hail, when it hit this car, it hit on this side more than on that side because the roof of this car was just riddled with hail. And you can see it came out really, really nice. It's paint ready. And then we had a bunch of dents here. Here's one, here's one, here's a big one right here. That was a real big one. This one here completely crushed this whole corner in. I'm actually surprised that they didn't pay to replace that quarter panel section, because that was really, I'm going to tell you, it doesn't look like it, but that was really hit hard right there. And then if we come over to this side, you can see where the hail damage had hit this side too. So it got it on both sides really hard, but that side over there actually got it the worst, okay? Because I can tell by the way that the hail was traveling on the hood, and then the way that the roof was hit real hard, we can tell by that way. But it got hit on all angles, And I'm gonna be honest with you, the dents that you see that I fixed right here, they claimed that these were paintless dent repair dents. That these dents on this car should have been fixed with paintless dent repair. Now, I don't know if anybody out there has ever done paintless dent repair, but let me tell you something. When you have a dent right here on this windshield post, and that dent is this big, okay, and is about that deep, it's very, very slim chance that you're going to use paintless dent repair to pull that dent out. Now, they paid, I believe it was $75 to go ahead and pull this dent out, paintless dent repair. So we got that paintless dent repair. We have these two that were supposed to be paintless dent, and you can see how big this dent was. You can see that. I mean, that thing is huge. This one here I went ahead and pulled out. It was a real deep dent, and we went ahead and fixed that. This one over here, it was not as deep or big, but it was a dent that if you tried to pull it out with your paintless dent repair kit, such as your glue tabs or what have you, it still would have left an imperfection on it. I don't care what anybody says. You can see where the highlight spots are here. That was pretty rippled up. This was a major dent. We had a big major dent right here that they paid to have paintless dent repair, and on and on. So what I'm trying to tell you here is that the insurance companies pretty much own the industry when it comes to collision repair. And they pretty much write the book on what they're going to pay and what they're not going to pay. When you see this car, when I get done with it, because we're going to come back and finish this story out after I tape it all off for spot priming. And when you see this car, you are going to be shocked when I tell you what they wanted me to do, or want me to do, because I still got to talk to them and get a supplement. But you're going to be shocked at what they were going to pay me to fix this whole car and paint it. Let me get this all taped off. We're going to come back. I'm going to spot prime it. And when I come back, we're going to look the whole car over, and I'm going to ask you some questions, and I want some answers. So, the insurance company decides they're going to go ahead and fix the car. But they're going to do PDR. You know what PDR is? Minnie?
I'm not talking to you if you're going to scream at me.
PDR is paintless dent repair. You gotta be fucking shitting me. We got a fucking dent right here that's this fucking big. We got another one right here that's this big. That means we gotta paint both these panels. We got a dent right here that's about that big. We gotta paint this panel. We gotta blend the paint into here. This had dents on it. We had a fucking dent right up in here. We had to fix that. We had to replace the hood. Now we gotta paint this whole side of this fucking car. Follow me. We had the bumper that was fucked up in 3 places. Now, since this ties in with that and that ties in with this, we didn't talk about the fucking roof yet. Remember that? Huh?
Yes, babe.
So we get to the roof, and I'm basically standing right here where I'm at. I got my specialty dent puller tool, and this whole area was crushed in like somebody took a sledgehammer to it. Am I right?
Yeah.
So we pull it out, and I'll be honest with you, I'm really amazed that I pulled that out. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
So then we got, there wasn't no dents in this fender, was there? Oh yeah, there was, right here. After the fact, when I replaced the hood, then we found this dent. So I had to fix that fuck off. Now, the only thing we didn't paint on this is this fucking door, which I sure hope the paint matches, because I had to blend this fucking pearl. Are you looking at my hand here? Here, right there. I had to blend it all the way to here. You can feel it. So I call the insurance company up, and what do they say?
We'll send an adjuster back out.
All right, I'm in the middle of actually fixing a hail damaged vehicle. And the vehicle came into my shop with the insurance estimate claiming that it had minor damage on it. Now, I want to show you something on this estimate, and then I'm going to tell you what it is. And I want your opinion on whether the insurance company is screwing people around or if they have a right to do so. So if we look at this estimate right here, this is an estimate that's broke down for a vehicle that has hail damage. I want everybody to look at this right here. All right, it says right fender, HHS, all right, and then it says overlap major adjustment panel. That means that it has to overlap the door, all right? You come over here, now in this particular line here, this is our labor. They give us 1 hour for repair, which it actually took about 3.5 hours, 4 hours in reality, because they claim that little dent would have been something as such as a PDR dent, which is paintless dent repair. All right, and then we come over here, and this aisle here is our paint. Now I want you all to pay attention to this. So you got 1.3 hours to paint the right front fender. You got 1.8 hours to paint the left front fender. But then I want everybody to look at that. It says minus 0.4, and then it comes back and puts 0.6 in for add for tri-stage. And on this 0.4 it says overlap major adjustment panel, but they took 0.4 hours away from me. And then they also did the same thing here. If we look real close, it says 0.3 hours. And if we come over here, base coat, reduction, full clear coat. Now that would tell you that you have to blend the paint in and then clear coat the whole door. But on the other hand, they minused out 0.3 hours. So you take this, and that's 0.7 hours. Now we're going to keep on going, and I want to show you. Here's one that says 0.2 hours minus. Here's another one that's 0.2 hours minus. Here's one that's 0.4, 0.3, 0.4, 0.3. All right, so that's all minused out. They have taken that labor out of the estimate. Why did they do that? I'm going to tell you why they did that. Because the insurance companies believe that since you already have the paint in your spray gun, and your spray gun is loaded, and you have to spray that area anyway, they are minusing hours out because they don't think that you deserve it. So for you to actually blend a panel, because this is tri-stage, this is base coat, clear coat with a pearl on it. It's pearl white. So you have to paint the base coat white, put the pearl on top of that, then clear coat it. So they figure that a pearl paint job with blended panels, that they actually are not paying you, not just that they're not paying you, but they're taking money from you to blend the panels, is what they're doing. Because they claim that your spray gun is already mixed up and loaded, that they don't believe they have to pay you to blend the panels in. What a bunch of crock of shit is what that is. So the insurance guy came over to readjust the car because the car has to be fully painted. It's an overall complete paint job minus a bumper and a door. But you still have to blend the paint into those panels, so you might as well say, we gotta paint the whole thing, because there's dents on every single panel. They said, we aren't giving you any more paint time for this car. And it's a 2016 Mazda, it's a brand new car. Hasn't even had it a year. They said that we're not giving you any extra time on painting the car, and if you don't like it, sue them. So they're screwing you out of your hard-earned labor, but yet on the other hand, the adjusters are now going to the extreme of telling you to basically fuck off. The corporations will always win. The little guy never wins. This is another example of now I am stuck in the middle because now the owner of the car thinks I'm the asshole. When I specifically told him before we called the insurance company, your whole car needs painted, and he 100% agreed with me, you're right, it does. But now I'm holding the program up, I'm holding the show up, and I'm holding the progress up because I refuse to paint the car and charge the insurance company $75 a day storage, and the owner will have to drive the rental car until further notice, or until they apply to the situation that says you're right. Why should you paint that whole car for $475? Why should you paint that whole car for $475? this is where you start to tell yourself, I don't want to deal with the public no more. I'm sick and tired of it. The corporations are all to blame for this. This is the corporations doing their deed on tricking and connivingly put the small businessman out of business. So, you see we got our color sand tools out because this is a tri-stage paint job. We ended up painting over 3/3 of the car. Actually, is 3/3 more than 3/4? Or is 3/4 more than 3/3?
3/3 is the whole thing, Pete.
No, 3/3 is, okay, 2/3. Is that more than 3/4? We don't fucking know, but whatever the fuck it is, we ended up painting the whole car. The insurance company comes out and they didn't want to pay us to do it. They said, we're not giving you no more paint time. I told them, fuck off. Why should you paint that whole car for $475? Do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. I'll park it out in the back. I'll park it out in the back and I'll charge you $75 a day and the owner will keep driving your fucking rental car. That's what I told him. Now the owner of the car thinks I'm the asshole. When I specifically told him before we called the insurance company, your whole car needs painted, and he 100% agreed with me, you're right, it does. But now I'm holding the program up. I'm holding the show up, and I'm holding the progress up because I refuse to paint the car and charge the insurance company $75 a day storage, and the owner will have to drive the rental car until further notice or until they apply to the situation that says you're right. Am I right, Minnie? Hello? Is that what I told him or not?
Yeah.
Is that what I said?
Almost.
What did they tell me? They said, we're not paying you to load your spray gun. And we forgot about that, didn't we?
I think you already filmed this one.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. Didn't I? Hold on a minute. They said, we're not going to pay you to load the fucking spray gun. Remember that?
Yeah.
I can't believe he even said that. Because the insurance companies believe that since you already have the paint in your spray gun and your spray gun is loaded and you have to spray that area anyway, they are minusing hours out because they don't think that you deserve it. Because they minused all this fucking labor money off. I think it came to like $380.
Yeah, you've already filmed all this.
I did not film this. This is the first time.
Fuck you.
I didn't say fuck you. I just meant this is the first time. Come here. Where are you going?
You shot the finger at me.
No, I wasn't saying it to you. I was talking it to my camera here. See? Now come here.
Quit fucking screaming and hollering. It's a fucking job. Let's just fucking do it, Pete. God.
So anyway, we get back to the story here. Okay, what did I say? What was going on?
You told him that you get back to. You told him that you weren't gonna fucking do the job for what they were paying. He said,
That's right.
And he said, I can't change the paint hours. And you said, well, you were gonna put the car in the back. And he left. And
Well, he pissed me off when he said, I'm not paying you to load your fucking spray gun.
Exactly.
That's bullshit. I never fucking heard of that before. They're gonna take $375 out because I'm loading my spray gun.
That's what he said.
Yeah, and I told him to do what? Fuck off, bitch!
I'm pretty sure that they're trained not to tell the customer that.
Yeah, right.
He's an idiot.
Exactly. So we end
So
up...
he went home, or he went left, and back up.
Well, you're backlit. I can't even see you. Now go ahead. Tell everybody.
He fucking left and said he would, and called his boss and said he was scared of Pete and he wasn't coming back out here.
Said he wasn't coming out. His boss said we're going to send 3 or 4 guys out there because you threatened my insurance adjuster.
Yeah.
I said send 100 of them out here. I don't give a fuck what you do.
Yeah. Pete didn't threaten him, by the way. But Pete is kind of intimidating when he's so
Okay, I didn't
fucking
threaten
loud.
nobody.
No, you didn't.
I'm a pretty nice fucking guy.
Yeah, I can tell. Of course, that won't be in there.
So, they end up paying me finally to paint the car because I threatened them and told them the owner is going to drop your insurance. The owner of this car is paying $1,500 a month to this fucking insurance company. $1,500 fucking dollars a month. All right?
Damn.
He's got his house insurance, all his fucking cars for all his kids, and his wife, and his dog, and everybody else that can get behind the steering wheel. And I guess his business, she's paying $1,500 a month. I told him, let me tell you how it is, asswipe. I'm gonna talk to the owner and tell him to drop the insurance because you aren't fixing this brand new car. This is a 2016. You're not gonna fix it properly. The insurance guy comes out here, which is supposed to be quote unquote a trainer, professional, high-tech fucking guy, and guess what he tells me? This car should have never been fixed. It should have been totaled out. Heads are gonna roll. How much do you need to fix the car? I gave him a price and said this is how much I want to pay the whole fucking thing because I gotta buff it. So now we're at the point of buffing this cocksucker. I started painting this bitch Friday, or was it Saturday? At 10 o'clock in the morning. I didn't get done painting it until around what time? 10 o'clock at fuck off night. And these insurance companies don't give a shit. Do you see what I'm saying? The corporation is fucking you in your ass and you don't even realize it. Let's look at it this way. Let's talk about Service King. Let's talk about these other fuck-ass corporation paint body shops that the insurance company cons you into going to. Do you think they would have done all this? Minnie?
I don't know, Pete. I'm sure they wouldn't act like
No, they wouldn't have. They would have said, you know what? That car's beyond repair. We're going to write an estimate up that's going to be $30,000 and they're going to force them to total it out. But they come over to my little measly ass, puny little fucking hole-in-the-wall rat shop, and it's like, fuck you, we're not paying you shit, asshole. We're taking money out of your motherfucking pay, because we want to, because we're not paying you to load your spray gun. So now you see why I'm pissed off, because this is Memorial Day weekend, and guess what I've been doing all fucking weekend? Huh? Can you guess?
Well, we went and had a really nice
Okay, yesterday. What have we been doing Friday, Saturday, and Monday? Today. I don't hear any traffic outside. I wonder why.
You know, Pete, we work every holiday.
Yeah, it's a fucking joke!
So I don't know why you're acting like this. Just drama king.
Because it's a fucking joke. If the insurance company
Your
would
behavior is a
if the
joke.
insurance company would have done like we asked them to do in the first place, this car wouldn't be sitting here. The owner even told him, it's total. No, it's not.
Are you done now so we can turn this off?
We gotta get a windshield. No, I'm not done because I haven't even got to the juicy part yet. This is the juicy part. I'm in the middle of painting this fucking thing. I go ahead and I get the pearl white on there. I get the white paint, pearl white. I go to clear coat it, and on the last coat of clear, guess what happens? Can I go ahead and tell you, or did you already guess? Minnie?
No, I got
Trash blows in the fucking paint.
I got reamed out about it.
I couldn't fucking believe it. Trash blows in the paint right here. It blows in the paint right here and over here. Now, where did it come from? I don't know. My guns are spotless clean. I got water on the floor. You can see the floor is clean. Am I right? Look at the floor. Follow me here. Come on over here. It looks like this is where our trash is coming from. Right here. What was happening from the vibration of the wall, I guess, from our fans, and me standing here spraying like this, alright, created a situation where air was going this way and this way. It vibrated this glass. You can see where dust came out, and then dust must have flew out of this little crack here and onto the fuck out paint! You know what that means? That means we gotta take these lights off, completely detail clean them out, put some foam on the fucking things, put them all back together. Because if you're not painting in a clean environment when you're using pearl white, I don't give a shit what anybody says, you will get fucking dirt in the very last coat of clear every fucking time. What do you think of that idea, huh? What are you thinking of that?
I think you'd have to buff it any fucking how.
No, I wasn't gonna buff the whole thing. I was gonna nib it. You know what nib means? You know what nib means?
I've been with you 18 years and you have never fucking used
You don't know what
nib.
nib means.
You've never used that expression.
Nib. That means you just take your paper at the edge of it and you just get the little dust specks out.
You have never
I could have done that. I could have. But I can't now. I gotta buff the whole fucking thing. So I want to say happy Memorial Day to everybody. I don't even know if this is going up on Memorial Day, but that's what day it is over here. And me and Manny the Body Shop Girl are working, and I'm bitching and hollering. And if you don't like me bitching and hollering, I don't give a fuck, because that's the situation we got, and that's the deal it is. And you can see how fucking dry it is right there. Yeah, I gotta get to work. We'll see you later. Take it easy, and good fucking, where the hell's Minnie at? Where did Mama go? Oh, here she is. Okay. Are you ready to get to work?
Nib off.
Nib off? If we can only nib
You
it off.
have never, ever,
we can only
ever,
nib it,
ever
that would be
used.
great.
You have never used that expression ever.
If I could nib it, I would nib it.
Never fucking.
Okay?
You just
There ain't no
learned that.
nibbing about it.
Who told
Nobody's
you that?
nibbing
Who
shit.
told you that? 'Cause that's so stupid. I never even fucking heard.
Nobody's nibbing nothing.
18
We gotta get to work.
18 years.
We
I
gotta
never
get to
heard
work. Okay, let's go.
No nib off.
All right, are you gonna take a break here on Buford? All right, my bumper isn't made for a fucking bench. Let's go.
It's holding me.
What a fucking joke. Fucking joke. Wow. And people wonder why you can't make a living doing this type of work. People wonder why you can't open your own business. Whether it's paint and body or mechanic work or anything else that relates to you opening your own business. It's like you already have to be a millionaire to open a business to have business. Because if you're just a guy that loves what he does and believes that he does a good job at what he does and wants to open his own business, forget it. I would never tell anybody to do this kind of work, never. If you're watching this and you're thinking about opening a paint and body shop, forget it. You are wasting your time, and I guarantee you, within 2 years, your doors will be closed down because of shit just like this right here. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, telling you facts, not fiction, that the corporation is taking over one way or the other, whether you like it or not. We'll see you later.